own enemy. On my worst days, you can never get rid of me. On my worst days, you can never get rid of me. Yeah. Hold up. Hey, if you wanna test me, you can get it. Got no time for the gimmicks. I ain't gonna play with you. I'm a beast in the game. Gonna remember my name. I can never be tame. We are not the same. To trip you and drip off my chain. You know I'ma make your head bang. I do it for my hometown, DC, Northeast. Where them gorillas be? Do you think that you're ready for me? Cause I know that I'm ready for you. You can never, you can never, you can never. Ay. Do you think that you're ready for me? Cause I know that I'm ready for you. You can never. Man, y'all ain't ready for it. Welcome to the ozone. Hey, any, many, money, mo. Catch a hater by the throat. Apply the pressure, don't let them go. Any, many, money, mo. I know you on my spot, but you cannot have it. Just stay on the bench, cause I am the captain. Hey, I can never fall. Timber, I'm a god, I'm a goat. I'll forever be dope. Hold up. I can never fall. Timber, I'm a god, I'm a goat. I'll forever be dope. All you haters come together like a symphony. You don't wanna end up on the news as a tragedy. I'm my own enemy. On my worst days, you can never get rid of me. On my worst days, you can never get rid of me.
What is up, professional wrestling fans? Welcome back to the Royal Ramble. I'm your beautiful, beautiful host, John Kevin Cole. I'm here with Lyndon Childers, Tommy Thompson. Gentlemen, before I ask you how you guys are doing today, I want to address the fact that for multiple times this season, Sonny Salem is not here. And even more so than that, the Royal Ramble champion doesn't even have the courtesy to call in and be on the show. What the hell is up with that? Tell me. This is the champion you guys wanted. You got it. This is what you're getting.
Well, why don't you change the date on us, John? I'm sure he wasn't prepared to be here on a Thursday.
Well, he's got a plan for these things. As the champion, you have to be ready to roll at all times. Things change.
Oh, and
Lyndon, how do
we
you
got
feel?
to see about it.
Do you feel like Sonny and Mike is disrespecting the Royal Ramble, not having the courtesy to come on the show, or is it just
I
me?
mean, out of all five of us, I'm always here consistently. So,
Listen, I'm busy. Hey, I have stuff and things that I have to take care of sometimes. That is not my fault. I'm
He
a busy, busy man. What, Tommy?
hmm
he had stuff and things he had to take care of.
Who? Mike?
Yeah, Mike, the
What?
champ.
No
Mike,
call, no show. No call, no show. Did you hear from Mike Will saying, "Hey, Tommy, I'm not going to be on the show tonight because I am a piss poor champion"? Did you hear him tell you that? No.
well, no, because I was too busy trying to hurry here to get to my camera so I could see. Well, at least Lyndon's beautiful face. I ain't gonna say yours, but hey, I mean, at least we're here online. We going.
We are here on live, and Sonny and Michael is not. I'll give Sonny the benefit of the doubt. She did give me a heads up and tell me that she couldn't come on.
Right.
But Mike's not here, and he's supposed to be the face of the place. He's supposed to be the champ, but he can't even come on a day. He's probably somewhere doing some preacher stuff or something. They're washing people's feet or some crap.
Yeah, no, it might be, saving souls somewhere.
I guess. But either way, Lyndon's here, as always.
Yep.
Tom's here. I'm here. Ben Cliff's in the chat. I don't know who else is watching. We got enough people here to talk some wrestling. And boy, oh boy, was there some wrestling this past weekend.
Too much wrestling.
Well, one could say that it was too much wrestling, but on the other hand, I cannot think of a busier wrestling weekend other than WrestleMania week. What we just had. Can you guys think of another time we had that much wrestling in one weekend?
Yep.
Wrestling.
No, like I said, usually WrestleMania, and then like I said, this weekend it exploded, and then this week, a lot of big news happened this week.
I seen that CM Chump's coming back to Collision. Everybody's seen that coming.
And look here.
I don't know how
If
far.
If Tony Khan don't start with these big announcement shit, it's like, bro, it's not a big announcement. Everybody already knew that. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he,
not a
No,
big announcement.
what would have made sense is just said, "Hey, it's in Chicago," and then have him come out of the day, get that pop like he did the first time he came out. But
well, hold on. Let's rewind a little bit. You remember when Punk first made his debut in AEW and how they were touting a big surprise leading up to that, and
Mm-hmm.
that was huge. I'll give AEW credit for that one. That was very well done, and it was a huge surprise, even though it was rumored. Whatever. I think deep down, most wrestling fans was like, "Nah, ain't no way. CM Punk ain't coming back. He ain't gonna be doing no wrestling." And then he come back and he CM Punk stood up like he do. He got the inmates in the asylum. I hope with everything within my being that they can somehow work a program with CM Punk and the Elite. That would be epic. My problem is, though, I don't think CM Punk is professional enough to let bygones be bygones and do his shit. I could be wrong.
you would think, but I don't know. FTR kind of rumored it for a while too, about having Punk and they going after the Elite. So just have to see what happens. So if, like you say, if Punk is professional enough to let the bygones be bygones and then work at Heat,
I'm
it's
telling you, it'd be
money
huge.
maker.
If done properly, if CM Punk could keep his shit together, that could be one of the best rivalries of all time. If they
Right.
if they could do that properly. But the problem is I don't think that they're able to. And I'm not just going to put it all on CM Punk. I don't think Kenny Omega and the Bucks could keep their shit together either, because there is some pure hatred between the bunch. And I don't know though. Then again, we talked about this on the show before. If you can have frickin' Matt Hardy and Edge have enough wherewithal about them to keep their shit together to have a match after this Lita stuff come out and everything, Matt Hardy got fired. Now, yeah, I wish they would have done more with it. They would have drug it out longer. But that was epic, man, because that was
Yeah.
around the time that the dirt sheets started becoming more mainstream to the general public, and people were like, "Oh, damn, he done slept with, he done slept with Lita. That's Matt Hardy's girl." And then Matt Hardy come back, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing. This is better than masturbation." Well, maybe not that great, but it was pretty awesome. And
It,
if you can do that, help me think of some other instances here. Matt Hardy and Lita is the first, and Edge is the first thing that popped in my head. But there's been a couple. Kevin Sullivan and Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit, yeah.
You know, maybe Chris Benoit ended up letting his get after it was all said and done, but in the
Right.
ring, storyline wise, they killed
Yeah. Literally. But yeah. I mean, even working wise, the one with Savage and Flair back at WrestleMania, what was it, WrestleMania 8? I mean, even though it was an angle that they made it seem real, how they photoshopped those photos of Elizabeth at the pool with Ric Flair and stuff. But I mean, working wise, to know that no, this is a work and not a shoot.
Well, see, back then, that was before the dirt sheets were a thing, and
Right.
it was still real to me, damn it.
It's right.
Ben Cliff says Hardcore Holly and Brock Lesnar. That's another instance where they hated each other, but they worked.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want to.
Mike
I want to
Hart,
see that
hey,
happen locally, Tommy. I want to see Jeff Paul versus Brian Logan. That's what I want to see.
you mean there's heat there?
A little bit of heat, a little bit of heat.
Now I'm learning something. I didn't know there was heat there.
Well, I'll give you a quick story, real quick. Do you know Tim Cross that runs Real Street Wrestling?
Yeah.
He was going to buy a wrestling ring off of Brian Logan. Sent Brian Logan $1,000 to hold said ring. Well, fast forward weeks, months later, whatever, Tim Cross had the rest of the money and was going to go and pick up said ring. Well, he got kayfabed by Brian Logan. And Jeff come into it and he was really pissed off, which justifiably so. But yeah, there's your little news on the Royal Ramble. If you did not know, now you know.
Okay, so that ring that Jeff's using is Logan's.
Oh, no, no, they never got that ring. Never got it.
You got that ring. Okay.
No, the ring that's set up at the mall is actually Retro Reset's ring.
Yeah.
And I think Jeff and him's got a ring too that they use, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the guy that went and picked up that ring that Jeff's got.
Oh, really?
He told me he says, you know, a Jeff, well, Jeff Paul, but he said something else. I was like, yeah, I know him. I'm gonna go get a wrestling ring for him in Tennessee. I was like, oh, okay.
Actually, so the guy who runs Retro Reset, I actually know his wife. I went to school with her.
We talking about Clay or Shannon? It's kind of a joint thing there.
Hmm?
Clay or Shannon? There's two owners in the company there. Which one?
Uh,
That's not
I
Clay.
know his last name is Williamson. No, his
That,
last name is Williamson.
that's Clay.
Yeah, so I went to
Clay,
school
yeah,
with his
yeah.
wife. I went
Oh,
to school with his wife, Erica.
okay. I got a bad thing
Oh,
for Erica's, man. I don't know what I got to stay away from them. My first wife, her name was Erica. My soon to be second ex wife, her name was Erica. Maybe I should need to find another Erica.
Honestly, I think Retro Reset is probably the best thing to come to Beckley.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Until somebody
And
uh,
that's
I,
sad. And it's sad. It's after I've been out the state for like damn near 10 years.
yeah, I agree with you.
But that's probably the best thing to come to Beckley. Literally.
well, ASW and
Is it Crossroads Mall? I mean,
ASW
yeah.
National Beckley may argue on that one. They're going to have a huge show here in a couple weeks.
We were talking about ASW.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't watch them a lot. To
Did you guys
you know,
know that Mega Pro ran here in Beckley about a month ago?
Mega Pro runs all over up through there.
I've never seen Mega up this way, but then again, I don't pay a lot of attention.
yeah, ASW. I don't pay a lot of attention to that
Yeah,
much. I just know because I follow the wrestlers, who have like Instagram and stuff, and they post where they're going to be at, and so that's the only reason I know they're doing a show in Beckley for ASW. So
yeah.
I know I know Tay is supposed to be there, Jay Lethal, most of these guys with AEW or Impact. So,
Yeah.
well, no, I kind of like the one that they bring to Beckley in Crossroads. So,
Yeah, so like I said, that being a monthly thing, uh, That's great for the
Do
area.
you know if they had that back when I was a teenager? How many times I would go to that show? I
Bro,
would always be at the show.
that's exactly what got me loving professional wrestling. They used to run a weekly show over in Oak Hill, APW. And
Yep.
no, it's not Joe Brody's APW. It's the OG APW, Appalachian Pro Wrestling.
Ward Wilson.
Ward Wilson. That's right, Tommy. That's
Like
where my love of wrestling comes from. Every Tuesday night, son, we was there.
like literally, if that was there when I was a teenager, like I would go to every show each weekend, and
Hey, here's you something kind of funny, Lyndon. It was going to probably still be there to this day, but it's not. You know why? Because of a feller I already mentioned there about 10 minutes ago, Mr. Brian Logan. He bitch smacked.
because
He bitch smacked.
dude,
What?
I literally lived right there in Mount Hope off of Prosperity Road, so I was like near the mall. So it wouldn't have like even taken me long to get. It's like, man, it's like if I had this as a teenager, I would have went to the shows and trained and probably got into wrestling a lot sooner than when I did.
Well, see, I'd watch
Yeah.
on TV. When I started going to the live shows, that's when my fandom really picked up.
Right.
But I mean now, but I'm kind of glad I did it later, in life because I got to. Because for a little bit I was like going to wrestling gym that was under Rocky King, and that's where I met Teddy Theodore Long, and so that was kind of an awesome thing where I kind of got to learn both sides of the business. And now when I watch wrestling, it kind of sucks because
I tell you what, yeah, we've talked about that on the show before. I mean, once you learn that the magic, it's
it
like
kind of sucks when you watch wrestling and you can't help but be like,
you're critiquing it. You're not truly enjoying it for what it is. You're like, oh, that's stupid, or oh, why'd they do that?
that's why when it really came to the Roman Cody match, I'm like, okay, business wise, they're going to keep the title on Roman. It makes sense.
There you go. Now we're going back to the mainstream. Those in the chat box,
Like,
we ain't worried about no Beckley, West Virginia wrestling. Let's talk.
like
Let's talk about Bloodline. Let's talk about Jimmy Uso. Let's talk about Roman
uh, you're
Reigns.
talking about how the cracks are coming more and more
Things like
open,
that. And that's a damn. You got a fucking Grand Canyon in that bitch now.
bro. Layers to the story. How do you think tomorrow night's gonna go?
And you know
Oh, even more.
anything that Jimmy was the one that was like, "Come on, Oos, let's join up with our cousin. This is gonna be awesome. Come on, this is your blood. Let's do this." And Jay was the one who was like, "Nah, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna do this. I don't know." And then now you got Jimmy, but you know what? Hell with this fool, man. I love it. I'm gonna go out
But
on
see, here's what's so
definitely by far the best storyline the WWE's had in the last 10 years. And I would go as far as saying that it is probably one of the top 5 best storylines in
mm,
professional wrestling of all time. So amazing. So
but
it's
I also want to give credit to that man, Joe Anoa'i, because that man, because
who?
he's done Roman, but I'm giving credit to the man Joe because he's put people in so much spotlight. Like you
Yeah.
can't help but respect that man. Look at what he did for Sammy.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Sammy was a fucking star before Roman.
No, 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 no. Look at how far Sammy has come from
Hey,
where he did the WrestleMania
man, I just
match.
ain't pulled the trigger on him. I ain't giving Roman them flowers.
No, but dude, you gotta respect Roman. He's brought like through this whole bloodline story. He's done elevated
Right.
others with him.
Yeah, he's.
You
But
Oh, well,
also,
look who decides to show
look
up.
who shows up. Wow.
oh, look who's here.
He's like,
Shows up and
man,
smiles.
you hear us, sir?
Only like 21 minutes late, but who's counting?
He's thumbing up. Okay, you can hear us. Can you talk? Are you able to speak, sir? Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, we ain't got to worry about listening to him.
I'm kidding.
Damn it,
Sorry, guys. We had some technical issues over here. My apologies.
Mike Wells. You are a technical issue, pal.
Yep. Yes, I am.
We were sitting here rambling. What are you doing? Are you drunk?
You know better than that.
I do. You're right. We were talking about the bloodline, and I went as far as saying that this storyline going on right now with the bloodline, in my opinion, is one of the top 5 storylines of all time in professional wrestling. Do you agree?
I do agree 100%. It is great storytelling. And I think, speaking as a fan, and you said yourself, John, that you at least respect my perspective of coming as a fan. It's not predictable. And from my point of view, it could go several ways and you don't know what's coming next. So, yeah, I think it's a good storyline. I like to see what's going to come next, especially with the apparent split of the bloodline. Which way is the twin going to go? Where's the younger brother going to go? We know what Roman Reigns is going to do most likely, but yeah, I'm very intrigued and interested to see where it goes forward with.
Very intrigued to find out what they think headphones, bud.
Tomorrow night.
Oh,
Tomorrow night gonna be interesting.
I would really
that's
like
a
those pink headphones. They would go great with my shirt, actually.
Wow.
well. Actually, these headphones were a gift from a fan of the show, so I
Yeah.
figured I'd wear them every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough. Let's
I
circle back before we got here. Mike, Lyndon, and Tommy were talking about how Roman has elevated everyone around him, and I'm not disputing that. But I'm going to die on the hill that Sami Zayn has been a star from the jump. I remember a couple years ago, my kids asked me, "Dad, who's your favorite wrestler in the WWE right now?" And I said Sami Zayn, and they laughed at me.
Well, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I
Remember
remember
this?
that.
Sami Zayn is the man. I'm telling you, the dude's got so much, so many
Charisma.
levels, so charisma, just so many levels of what he can do. I prefer the coward, uh, snide Sami Zayn over the babyface Sami Zayn, and through the years, it's been KO turning on Sammy, but I think this time it's going to be Sammy eventually turning on KO. I hope anyway.
Right.
That probably
Uh,
won't happen until after the bloodline story is resolved or moved forward.
Oh, they're going to
but
milk it.
I'm putting it this way. Look at it like this. Tomorrow night, you got the celebration of 1,000 days for Roman. We know after Night of Champions of what's about to transpire.
Hang on. Has there ever in the history of professional wrestling been a celebration on national television that did not go awry? No. I
No,
mean,
this one ain't going
You are
awry. I'll
correct,
tell you that
sir.
right
it
now.
was a rhetorical question. No, it's never happened. Something's going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It's
You
not
don't think
going
so?
to.
You think that they're going to be cool? It's actually going
But
to be a nice little celebration, and they're going to be. Uh,
no, that ain't going to happen.
is Jay going to join the party? Is it just going to be Paul, Solo, and Roman?
It might just be Paul Solo and Roman, but he going to call the Usos out. Probably is what's going to happen. He's going to call them out and be like, "Why'd you do what you do?"
No. What's going to happen is Rikishi is going to make his return, and he's going
And
All right.
to listen.
Rikishi needs to stay out of it.
What's going to happen? Rikishi's going to show up, and he's going to tell Roman, "Listen, the reason Jimmy did what he did is because I told him to. I did it for you, Roman. I did it for."
No,
I
And
saw what you did there.
then I had to get my shit in.
no.
That
I
was cool.
mean,
That
but
was cool.
and you
I
want to know the
think
funny thing? I want to say this funny thing because I'm like, with every Roman match, for some reason, I've been able to call him like, okay, where's the ref bump? Every freaking Roman match, there has been a ref bump for something to happen. Literally during Night of Champions, I'm like, okay, where's the ref bump? I know it's coming. There's always a ref bump in
That's
Roman's matches.
that's the thing about being a great heel that I absolutely adore when it's done right. A good heel should never, ever win clean. Ever. It should
Yeah, you're
always
right.
be dirty. Whether it be a
Right.
ref bumping somebody coming to save the day. That's what makes this so great. Ref bumps. Oh, here come the Usos. Here we go. Wait a
And,
minute.
and that's all I'm
Wait a
saying. Where's the Usos?
minute. Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
just like, where's the Usos? I know they coming. I'm like, where they at? Now, did I figure that trigger was gonna happen? Yep, I knew that was coming because Jimmy's emotions from the previous Friday night showed it. Like, Nah, I'm about to unload on this man. And once and Jimmy had enough. Once Roman pushed his face, I'm like, yep, Roman about to get kicked. It's about to happen. And what Jimmy do?
Hey, well, think about it, boys. Think about it. We all have brothers, cousins. I mean, growing up, think
Mhm.
about it. That's your boy. That's your boy. Until they piss you off, then screw you, pal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That first kick, Jay was
Oh,
like, bro, everybody. I'm like, Jay, it's sad. Everybody doing what you couldn't do to Roman. That's what's freaking sad right now, dude. And Jimmy just saying like, I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. I got you, Oos, and then kick Roman again. I'm like, yeah, Jay, I bet you feel conflicted. Sammy hit Roman with the chair. Your brother done kicked Roman in the face. What the hell you gonna do now?
Huh.
That might
Stay
well be
kerfuddled.
true.
So what? Don't even ask what Solo gonna do. Solo just gonna be like, okay.
I'm anxious to see where they're going to go with this. What up, Judge? Judge is in here. Happy birthday, Judge. Today is
Oh
her
yeah,
birthday.
it's birthday. Yeah, happy
And
birthday,
speaking of
Judge.
birthdays, I had a little bit of knowledge to drop on you guys. Seth Rollins is the new World Heavyweight Champion. We didn't mention that yet,
Right.
which
But I
is
mean, we knew that was coming though, right?
we did,
I
we
mean, we
did.
all.
So well deserved.
Yeah.
His birthday was on Sunday. He turned 37. And tomorrow, on my son's birthday, June 2nd, AJ Styles is turning 46. So there's a little bit of birthday habits to go with the judge there.
June
Did you say
2nd.
46?
46.
Yeah,
Yeah, AJ 46 too.
Wow.
Still
yeah,
wrestling like he 20,
Dude's amazing.
Yeah.
And,
still in his prime.
and I don't think he will ever. I don't think he's ever going to be the guy in the WWE, which is a damn shame.
yeah.
He was at one point, you know.
No,
I
he's
think.
never been the guy, Lyndon. He's
Well,
the guy. He's never had the opportunity to be the world champion. Has he even been the world champion since he's been there?
Yeah.
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 He was a title. He was kind of the placeholder for somebody else to come get it.
I'm about to say,
Did you
Like
forget?
Seth
Did you
Rollins.
forget the whole beat John Cena up
oh yeah. See
in the
that
place
it
in the
wasn't
place that runs in
it
the face
wasn't
that runs the place?
my point. Yeah, you're right, but I mean, when I'm talking about the guy, I'm talking about like a Roman Reigns. Well, the Roman Reigns is at a whole different level, but I'm talking
The
like
one that
the
carries the show.
The
well, he
workhorse.
does that. Seth Rollins
Yeah.
does, and neither one of them have to have a belt to do so. Um, you guys may laugh at me on this, but The Miz is the same way. The Miz is when he's on TV, you're checking him out because he is good at what he does. No, he's probably going to get his ass whipped, but he's going to come out there
Don't,
and talk shit with the best of them. And
Well,
don't get
did
me
you
started
notice?
on don't get me
Well, did
started
you
on the bag
notice?
he went into on Monday.
what we noticing, Mike?
Um, I thought it interesting that when the Miz had his last match, that was a qualifier for what Money in the Bank.
He
That
went into
he lost clean, but he didn't cheat, and there was no anything verbal before or after the whole show. He just showed up, wrestled, lost, and that was it. It was a clean match, and that's what surprised me. So maybe there's something different in the works for the Miz later.
Well,
I mean, he went into his money bag, bringing out tricks that you don't see him do.
A freaking Hurricane Rana.
And a
When did?
springboard
Yeah,
crossbody. When
people
have
think
you ever seen Miz do that?
that wrestling. He doesn't because he doesn't have to. That's why he's been healthy. Has he ever been out for an injury? I can't think of
No,
it.
just
yeah.
hit for
Yeah, doing that.
even
Like,
though
did
even though even though MJF would say something different, because MJF likes to say
Hold on, I ain't worried about MJF. Has the Miz ever went out with an injury for an extended amount?
no,
Yes,
during the
once.
pandemic,
no.
they had
Yes, he
when
has. Remember Dancing with the
they had
Stars? He had an injury.
lumberjack match.
That wasn't kayfabe.
No,
That was real.
There's three
that was
people
Dancing with the
talking at one
Stars.
fucking time. I cannot hear what anybody's trying to say. Let's have enough respect for our partners to let somebody talk. How about it? Who wants to speak?
Go
Floor's
ahead.
all yours, bud.
I'm not talking. I don't know. I asked you guys a question.
Okay, repeat the question.
No, Tommy, talk.
Okay. Remember he had that feud with Damian Priest, and they had that movie coming up, something about, was it Batista fighting the zombies or something like
Oh,
that?
okay, yeah.
And he hurt his leg or something because he'd come out in a wheelchair. It was during the pandemic.
Zombies bit his leg, man. That
Yeah,
was
that's what it was. Yeah.
hurt. Now, was you talking about Mike Dancing with the Stars? He got hurt.
No, I'm saying that he was away from television and did Dancing with the Stars. What I'm asking is, or what I'm suggesting is that he might have had a legit injury
Oh no,
so that he could.
I think
Yeah,
just putting the WWE rub on the Dance with the Stars and getting his shit in. I think that was all that was. I could be wrong.
yeah.
And now back to what you was talking about, Landon. What was you talking about, MJF? What I missed on that one?
Oh no! If you were watching, if you were able to watch the media scrum, he was talking about how
I said you
something
talking
concerning.
shit.
He was saying something concerning how fans want, like, I guess, are like unequivocal, effing marks, like always, and want wrestlers to do things to put their body on the line and risk. And like MJF says, like, why would I do that? Like, I'm not going to do that.
Right
Except for that headlock, that freaking headlock thing he did in the match, which I'm like,
now, I didn't watch.
bro,
I'm going to go out and just let everybody know I did not watch AEW.
trust me, it wasn't worth the watch. It wasn't, except for the Four Pillars match.
Well, let me ask you guys this that did watch it. I seen where the Miz said that he has beaten whoever he beat. I don't even remember who he wrestled. The last two times with a headlock takeover. Is that a shoot? Is that actually how he beat him?
Yeah, I want to say I think that's how MJF won, was the headlock.
That's wild.
I'm like, but dude, that was the only outside of that match, it wasn't worth a watch. It really wasn't.
Was it at that pay per view or was it
Yeah,
on the following program when Sabu made his return?
No, he did that on the pay per view, I think.
that's
Okay.
something else that I was. That
But like I said, that bro. I'm like, until Tony Khan realizes you can't do that many matches and that amount set of hours, it's not ever gonna work.
well, that was one of the big complaints about WrestleMania for a long time was all the matches that you had. Brownie, who's having brownies? I want a brownie.
Hey, honey, you have brownies? You want
We
a
got
brownie?
Domino's. Yeah, the marble brownies,
We
man.
got Little Caesars over here.
Oh, buddy, I ever told you how much I
Oh,
want to see
We got Domino's.
Domino's.
oh,
I ain't got none of that shit, guys, because I'm a diabetic. I got to start eating healthy, so I'll just eat a damn salad.
oh my God.
Salads are good for you.
I don't want
I
good
mean,
food.
Did you just come out with that?
I like eating salads. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I want some good
Hey,
food.
I like some.
I
Babe, can I have
mean,
one?
All right, guys, we got
hell,
our topic at hand, and that is the new world. And
Seth Beth. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah, what Lennon said.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister.
Seth Rollins, best feud. I'll live on. Is
Put the
there
bracket.
in the world of current pro wrestling you guys want to take a stab at before we roll to commercial break? Because for me, there's not really much. It was kind of cool to see Baron Corbin back down in NXT. Hopefully, he can get something going down there. Maybe teach some of the young guys. We see the pizza, Mike. Screw you, pal.
That was brownie.
Oh,
Yeah, brownie. That's that marble brownie.
Yep.
Oh no, but I will say, All in Night of Champions was actually good. Um, the
I
match I
enjoyed it.
was actually, I know everybody was like, "Wait, what?" The Oscar Bianca match was actually, the ending was written beautifully,
Yes.
and I loved that so freaking much of how they did that.
Now, did she ever do anything like that in the Indies when the mist doesn't work? She did the thing with her hand.
She didn't do no. She hasn't done the Miss thing in a while.
Right.
That was it, and that was all from her love of Great Muda.
There you go.
which when I'm like, that is probably the best way you could have done that to take the title off Bianca and put it on Oscar by doing that.
Hmm.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm
I did
glad they
too.
did it that way.
And I loved it so much, I wanted to find out who produced that match, and it was Adam Pierce that produced that match. I'm like, good job,
Well,
Adam Pierce. I
People
loved how you
Yeah.
did that.
people think Pierce was just some guy that shows up and starts doing things. He's been around for a minute. Dude's good. Dude knows it.
oh, he's a
He
great.
worked that. He did that wonderfully on that. I was like, dude, that's how you do it.
Now I'm not
Uh,
Three-time NWA champion. Actually defended the title in Princeton at the rec center against the Maestro. I think he was the face Maestro.
in Princeton. He has made it to the top of the freaking ladder.
He's been all over creation. I mean, Adam, he can work.
Would you
Nice
guys
guy.
would you put him up there with Nigel McGuinness?
Did I put him up there? Yeah, I would.
I kind
I don't
see.
know.
I kind of want to put Nigel in a category of his own.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Nigel McGuinness is like just a one of a kind kind of
Do you
person.
guys think Nigel is going to get physical in AEW?
I
I don't
hope
think so.
so.
Would you say, Tommy?
I would like to see it.
I don't think so. You'd like to see it. What about you, Brownie boy? What do you think?
I don't have any comment. I don't know enough about Nigel McGuinness, but you were talking about producers. I also saw that Eric Young was doing some producing back in WWE, and he's working towards a in front of the camera return.
Do you guys remember when Eric Young was in TNA and he was going around locking up with every fucking body?
Yep.
He worked with Joey Morton.
What about Joey?
I seen him wrestle Joey Morton. EY wrestled Joey Morton one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
Well,
fun.
I remember when Eric Young was going around locking up with everybody. I thought that was the funniest thing. I actually, that's one of the few uh, wrestling, for lack of a better word, actions that I adopted as an adult in the real world. I was going around locking up with my balls, locking up with my. It was great.
Just lock up with everybody.
Still to
It's like,
this
come
day,
on,
I can look at
go.
my ex and hit her with one of these, and she gets ready to go. It's great.
See, every
He did
time.
it with a
See,
few
it's
celebrities
funny.
too.
See, it's funny. I get that for Ric Flair all the time. It's like I always wanted to do this because I just see Ric Flair do it so
Right,
much.
right,
I'm
yeah.
just like, it's
Great.
just like, what you want to do? Let's go. Come on. But yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to ramble about? Um,
Um, I was gonna say NXT was actually good too. Um, I realized on Sunday that Tiffany Stratton is a birth child of Charlotte and Mandy Rose.
but Tiffany Stratton, don't get me started on that woman. Good night. Whew.
She has an excellent moonsault. I will say
She's
that.
got an excellent
Her,
everything.
her and Io's
Everything.
moonsault rotation is. I'm like, I can't even really say who has the better moonsault because both of them got an excellent rotation off their moonsaults.
Since we're talking about women, how are you
Oh,
guys liking the legend heel Trish Stratus? Because I love it.
Mm, well,
Now, mind you, Lennon, it's not as good as on all four barking like a dog Trish Stratus, but
well, I mean, the match. I kind of figured the match with her and Becky that she was going to win. Of course, with Zoe Stark helping, but that's heel Trish, so that wasn't any surprise there. Um,
Right.
I mean, I like it. It's not like the heel Trish like way back when. I think she's like not close to what she was before. But I think with her doing with working with Zoe Stark and this whole thing is just going to build up to where Lita comes back to team with Becky.
and I do like Zoe Stark. She's a real. I see a lot of potential in her. Real good up and comer. Yeah.
Oh, she got a lot of potential.
I'll up and
Yeah.
come.
I mean, she
It,
she she makes her opponents do backflips and hit them in the face with a knee.
yep. And speaking of the women's division, did you see that little interview that the new women's tag team champions had? I thought that was the funniest line, and I'm paraphrasing, but they was
Oh,
referring
where
to
Ronda,
the titles as D's nuts.
Ronda accidentally said nuts on live television. Yeah,
Yeah,
it happens.
I hope they can do something with those two because that is a great pairing. Problem is I don't
yep.
have enough people to work with to make it great. That's the problem.
And
Well,
you know what?
if people stop teaming up with Oscar and getting pregnant, then that's also a solution.
Oh yeah, there's one thing. But, what they're going to end up doing, they're going to separate them and have them in a feud, though.
Which that's going to be great too once we get there, but it's going to be rushed because
Yeah,
like they ain't got nobody to work with.
right.
Hunter's not gonna rush that. Hunter's gonna let it
What do you
build.
do with them though, Lyndon? Who are they going to work with?
Bro, I don't know. At this point, you might as well just have them defend the titles each time.
Well, I
I
think
mean, that's all you could do
for
at
years
this point.
she won the elimination chamber. She come in and kicked everybody's freaking ass. They
Yeah,
missed.
Yeah,
exactly.
that was before the pandemic decided to screw us out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
They should have ran
And
with.
I
The
never thought
chamber
I
was
would say
hot after
this.
that.
Go ahead,
I'm
Sean.
sorry. There must be a delay. There's a delay. I didn't mean to talk over anybody. I never
No,
thought
you're
I would
good.
say this. Okay. I never thought I would say this, but I really do like Ronda better as a heel than a face.
Oh,
It just seems to fit her personality and character. I'm sure she's a nice person in real life, but I like her as a heel.
she's not, bro. She's not a nice person in real life. She's a bitch. That's why it works so well.
True. True. Oh, lady.
Oh, I'm not going to say it.
If you are lagging, Mr. Wills, hang up and call right back because Tommy and Lyndon, I don't think you guys are lagging, are you?
All
No.
right.
Should be.
I'm going to let me hang up and call back. Hold on.
We're gonna hang up, call back. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna come back and start talking a little bit about who was Seth Rollins' best rivalry. I think that.
Yeah.
Pay some bills.
Be right back, guys.
Come on down and join us here at the Mad Hatter Club, located in Beckley, West Virginia. We have all your favorite bartenders serving up all your favorite drinks. So stop by and wet your whistle. And we'll often have live music and karaoke on the weekends at the Mad Hatter Club. We also have pool tournaments many times a month, and you can contact us for more information when the pool tournaments are going to be held. Your new best friend could already be waiting for you, so what are you waiting for? Don't have a home bar? Come and join us at the Mad Hatter Club. We're all mad here. For more information, please call 304-252-7262.
Gavin Ward can take care of your real estate needs, including loan closings, title searches, and deed preparation. Gavin also specializes in landlord-tenant matters and estate planning. Josh Miller has the experience and skills needed to handle your personal injury or wrongful death case, including car, truck, and motorcycle accidents. He will fight for you. If you're in debt and considering bankruptcy, Gavin and Josh will guide you through the bankruptcy process. 2 lawyers, 1 office for all your legal needs. Gavin Ward and Josh Miller. Call us today.
All right, we are back, and we are trying to get our life together here, but for some reason we can't seem
On
to.
button.
Oh, there we go. We got my.
There he is.
Okay, so we got this guy on here. Everybody here. We got all the.
Now he's doing his Darth Loving impression.
Quit breathing in the microphone, Mike.
Do what?
Hard in the mic.
Should I put it closer to my mouth? Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, when I get quiet, that means you guys need to talk and fill the dead air.
Ah, okay.
Okay, well, in today's ramble, we're talking about Seth Rollins' greatest feuds. Ooh.
Okay.
You want to throw the graphic up, or we just going graphicless?
Well, spot, but I ain't got the graphic.
So we're going graphically.
Last time I went graphic was 9 months later. There's babies being born all over the world.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and go first before somebody steals mine. Mike, do me a favor. Pull that microphone out about breathing all over us, bro.
Is that better?
Let's see. It works.
How about now?
Works great.
Okay, sorry about that.
Sorry, buddy. Anyway, for me, my favorite Seth Rollins rivalry. Now, Lyndon, you may try to throw out some Tyler Black. You can if you'd like, but
No, I'm not gonna.
that's frickin' wrong. Anyway, that being said, me personally, my favorite Seth Rollins storyline feud rivalry was with Triple H because it ties in all things that are good. You had Seth join Triple H from the Shield, which was a huge shock to me. Were you guys shocked when that happened? Did that surprise you?
Yeah.
When he said he had a plan B,
Yeah, Seth.
nah, that didn't surprise me. I figured one of them.
Lennon Meltzer, you full of shit. You know damn right you was surprised. You know damn right you was surprised. Look
I
at
mean,
it.
how else was Triple H? How else was
Oh,
Triple H going to beat the
all
Shield?
about that. What?
How else was Triple H going to beat the Shield?
Well, I'll give you that, but I did not see the Shield breaking up. They were always such a cohesive unit, and at least not at that time. But anyway, then you fast forward, and then you got Triple H and Seth at WrestleMania. You had Seth going to NXT, which at the time was unheard of that a main roster guy would go to NXT looking for Triple H, gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna fight your ass. I don't care. This ain't no show no more. This real life, sucker, and I'm gonna get you. Oh, it's great. Love it. Triple H
Basically.
is my favorite. Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
May I go next?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, it kind of ties into what you was just saying, John. If you're just thinking for pure storyline purposes, Seth Rollins versus the Shield mates, it just seemed to be more personal because they were such a close, cohesive unit, as you said. And then we've all had that seemingly best friend to stab you in the back, or something like that, and that's when it gets personal, or at least storyline personal. So I think the Shield, whether it be Roman or whether it be, John Moxley or whatever his name was back then.
Dean Ambrose. You don't forget.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, sorry.
He's getting older, guys. He's forgetting stuff. It's okay, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting old.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't want to dive in too much on that because I don't want to. You know how I get when I start rambling. That's a great choice. I think it's a cop out to say the whole Shield, though. I'm just going to say that.
The whole Shield is just two other people.
Yeah.
Right, but we're not having a menage a trois here. We're talking a rivalry with an individual. I mean, I guess I should have specified one person in the grade. I apologize. If you had to pick one, Mike, would you say you enjoyed the feud with Roman or the feud with Ambrose better with Seth?
They are both pretty valid. But I did like the one with Dean because it was on again, off again. They were beating the crap out of each other at the beginning of the show, and then they finally decided to bury the hatchet and not on each other's backs and teamed up at the end of the show. So I'd have to go with Dean.
The stuff that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins did up until Moxley left was amazing. That was almost my pick because Moxley and Seth, they had a chemistry on TV that is unbelievable. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Maybe Triple H or Shawn Michaels. But Ambrose and Rollins, when they were on TV together, you could feel it. You know what I mean? It was just...
And
I mean,
to
don't
be
forget
fair,
Hell in a Cell.
yeah. And to be fair, during the time in the Shield, Roman Reigns was not the Roman Reigns he is now. So it had to be Dean and Seth because Roman wasn't the tribal chief then. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
They were grooming Roman then, but yeah, you're right. He was nowhere near, especially from a fan's perspective. The best thing they ever did for Roman Reigns was to turn him heel, because us fans, me including, I give him credit, always have, but they were pushing a babyface Roman down our throats for so freaking long, and we were just freaking tired of it. And when
5 years straight.
yeah, it was sickening, man. It was unreal. And then
Vince did everything he could to push that man down everybody's throats.
yeah, and then when they finally turned him heel, at first us marks, if you will, were excited. We're all about it. And still, if you're smart to what's going on, you appreciate what Roman is, but he's
Hmm.
and you fall in line and you boo the prick of a heel. But yeah, I'm going off on a
I
rant.
mean,
But here's the
it's
thing
just
about that.
it's simple real talk. Let's just be honest. It's simple real talk. You know, Roman put the bet on himself to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this hill thing, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably be the best thing to ever go.
Hmm.
Look where we are 3 years later.
Let me do a little fantasy booking right here, guys. Did you imagine the bloodline being a unit back when you had the McMahon family running roughshod over everybody? You'd have the McMahons and the Ministry of Darkness, and then you'd have the Bloodline doing everything. Oh man, it would have been great. Oh,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine who you could all put in that stable back then?
dude, there's so many people, so many people.
Like just like if you just thinking off the top of your head, like, oh, you could have put Rakishi in there, you could put Rock in there, you could have put so many damn other
Rosie,
Samoans. I'm like, bro,
Umaga.
I'm like that faction would have been freaking ridiculous. Like
Could you imagine them during the NWO? I mean, that would be one.
Rock and
But
Stone Cold, what? What's that?
yeah, okay. But here's the catch about the whole thing about turning Roman heel. Yes, everybody was shoving the face persona down their throats, but then what happened? My real name is Joe, and for the past 18 years, I've been battling leukemia. So he took time off to battle leukemia. He came back, and
I
he was
he
cancer free. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
was a work. He was
And
working. Yeah, he ended up cancer.
and what I'm saying is that what could have been the spark that could have put everybody on Roman's side because he battled something in real life. But no, he chose to go the heel route, and that's what made it even a more, I don't know if you want to call it a tragic heel turn, but that's what gave him the heat. He had the chance to really win over everybody because he had just fought and put cancer in remission. But no, he decided to turn heel. And because of that heat, guess what? Now he is the freaking face of WWE, hands down. So yeah, and I just find the irony in real life how it could have went, but it went the right way.
Right.
Well, let's also remember here
Uh,
too.
uh,
COVID had just started,
Everybody
and
watching. I don't believe that Roman was faking cancer. That was to get a rise out of Tommy, and it worked. His eyes got about this big.
uh,
That's why I ignored it, John. That's why I ignored you.
also
I
you got to
kind of
remember
said that
too
a little bit. I was like,
when
It's,
when
it's
when
five
COVID.
till eight. We have not got to Tommy yet. We have not got to Lyndon. Tommy, I'm gonna go to you next. Who do you think Seth Rollins had the best rivalry with?
well, honest to goodness, Mikey hit the what I was going to say. I was going to say that his Shield mates and Ambrose was probably the better feud out of the two because Ambrose could work a little bit back in.
Yeah,
Roman said he wasn't mature as a wrestler then or a worker. He's matured now to be what he is now. But no, Mike took exactly word for word what I was going to say.
Sounds about right. You two hoorahs are always on the same page. Lyndon,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on to you.
real champs stick together.
Uh, are you going to agree with these guys? Are you going to agree with me? Do you got your own pick on Seth Rollins' best rivalry of all time?
So
About 5 minutes.
there were kind of a few, and I came down to two. So, and I'll just say my second one was Roman Seth, but I think my overall one was his rivalry with John Cena.
I was up there with me picking too because Seth.
You gotta remember, Seth broke his freaking nose
I was getting ready to say you broke his nose. You're right.
with the frick. I mean, come on now. And then their match that they had was it SummerSlam? What's that match they had? The United both titles on the line.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to say it
Hey,
was SummerSlam.
that one night at Champions where he faced John Cena and then Sting, or was it Sting and then John Cena?
I don't remember. That's when he took the thing out, wasn't it?
Yeah,
With the buckle bomb.
with the buckle
Yeah,
bomb.
So mad at him for so long. Even though I know wrestling is wrestling and it happens.
bro. I mean, Seth felt bad after that because, like, he didn't mean to do that on purpose. It sometimes stuff just doesn't go right in the ring.
Right.
I mean,
Or outside in Finn Balor's case, but
Jeff Hardy proved that on AEW. Stuff don't go right.
yeah.
Man's about nearly died trying to do a whisper in the wind.
I didn't see that. Was that recent?
Yeah, it was during the pay per view.
Oh, really?
Yep. I think it was on the Zero. You can probably watch it on YouTube because it was on the 0 hour
It'll be on.
for Double or Nothing. Yeah, man basically tried to do a twist of fate. Went too much, hurt his knee, I guess, and then tried to do a whisper in the wind and about freaking killed himself.
That's the thing about his style, man. You gotta peel it back sometimes.
You got to change it up. As you get older, you got to change your
Unless
move
you're
set.
important knees
Right.
there and do drop kicks and
Be
yeah.
like, be like FTR. We don't do flips, just fists.
That's right.
Like
I,
that's all you got to do.
I tuned my wrestling style down so much I'm on here. So yeah.
I mean, as you get older, sometimes you got to switch up how you do stuff because your body can only take so much before it's like, nah, bro, we good.
Yep, you're right.
My goal was to get back in the ring before the end of 2023, but I'm kind of having a little setback right here, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
If it does, if I do
I
get
mean,
back,
anything's possible, bro.
everything is possible. If it does
Mhm.
happen, you better believe that I'm gonna kick somebody's arse. That's what old Cubby Cole be doing, kicking arse.
I
If
mean,
you want to do
be
some,
Oh
be be
really?
like Cody.
that's right. If you
Just
Oh
be
if
like
you want to
Cody.
do some
Win with the
exhibitions, I was about to say, John Covey, Cole, if you need somebody to do some exhibition sparring with you or a workout partner, hey, I respect you, and man to man, I'd be more than happy to help you out.
wow. The champ has spoken.
The champ, he's trying to do something dirty. He's trying to get me over training and put me out. That's what he's trying to do. I see,
Yeah, he's
No,
definitely trying to get one over on you.
I see you, Mike Wills.
I want you at your best, John.
Look,
That's all I'm
Wow.
saying.
look, I ain't got no time machine, bro. We can't go back 15 years. This is all you got. I'm sorry.
If I went back 15 years, I'd still be older than you.
Yeah, how's that make you feel, sir?
I mean,
grateful that I have a
I,
grateful that I have a young hot wife.
I mean, I'll take my young body back 15 years ago. I'm fine
Yeah,
with that.
one more try. I'll tell you what, I'd have took care of it a little better. I promise you that.
I went
Mrs. Wills, John Covey Cole just hit on you. Shall I go defend your honor?
What did he
Did? What
say?
did I do? How did I hit on her?
Wait, what? How did he?
here.
I
I
thought
think
I trying to get me beat up by his wife.
He
Jesus.
said something along the lines of 15 years ago he would have took better care of you than I'm taking care of you now.
I
That's
mean,
just a
it's
whole bunch of
probably
world
Oh,
junior high.
listen,
feeling.
this is your champion, guys. This is your champion. Making up stories, trying to get me took out. You ain't right, Mike Wills. You ain't right at all. A couple other things before we get out of here, guys. A couple feuds that I had written down that we didn't discuss that I thought was worthy enough to speak about. Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins in 2019. It was very, very good stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Beast Slayer
Beast Slayer. Yep.
Yep.
stuff. And then one more, Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. Some of their stuff they did together was great. Still, my favorite RKO to this day was Seth Rollins and RKO.
And
And
WrestleMania
He went
31.
he went for takeoff and then came back down, kind of, not so great.
that was sick, bro.
The excitement from Randy, I'm like, yeah, that's real. Because I bet
And
you they ain't know they were gonna. I bet you they ain't figured they were gonna land that perfectly.
the cash in later that night.
So that was just Randy all in excitement after landing that ish all perfectly.
I don't know when we're going to be back, guys. I don't know if we're going to be back next week. I don't know if we're going to be back the week after next. But we are going to be back sooner than later. I apologize about the Thursday havings this week. Had some stuff we had to take care of on Tuesday, so we had to reschedule.
Just check your local listings for time and channel.
Tommy said. We'll try to do a pop-up show. You never know.
That's right.
I almost.
Mad Libs.
Oh, I didn't do a Mad Lib. We got to do one of those before we leave. Come on.
Hey, we doing ad lib.
Got to do an ad
Awesome.
lib.
Go to Mad Lib.
Yeah, you gonna come in for ad lib? She can give you some words.
All right.
Baby, you want to do a Mad Lib?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you guys are in the chat, let me know. I'll throw you some out there.
I
Lynn,
say I let the reader throw some words for us.
All
Lynn,
right. What
start
we
looking at a plural noun.
plural noun?
Mm-hmm.
What's that describe again?
That's more than one of a person, place, or thing.
All right. Let's go with mooses or moose.
I think
My bad.
moose, isn't it? Fuck it. I'm putting
Actually, no,
mooses.
no, 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 no.
It ain't meese.
It's mooses.
It ain't meese. It's mice.
It's mooses. All right, Mike, give me a noun.
A noun?
Yep.
Champion.
All right, Tommy, give me an adjective.
Adjective. That's something to describe something, right?
I have to have a lesson every week, guys. I don't know what adjective is. Hang on.
Yeah.
Adjective. Describe something.
Bruh.
Somebody.
Describe something. So coolly.
Coley, that ain't even a damn word.
Yeah.
Coley. All right.
Yeah.
Bro, just write
The
it
answer
down.
to
Just write
that,
it down, dude.
coolly.
Coolio.
Run with it, John.
Just run with it.
Oh,
Just run with it. It's okay.
I need a noun. Tommy, tell you want me to give us a noun.
A noun. That's
Not you. Your woman. Give us.
person, place, or thing. Camel.
I love camels.
Is that what you smoking?
Megan, I need a noun. Tell Megan to give me a noun.
Megan, you need a noun. A noun.
I need a mound.
A mound.
A mount.
Give me
A noun.
Holy mound.
Michael Will.
Go ahead.
Michael Wills is mine.
Michael Wills
Megan's.
is
Yeah, Michael Wills is the noun.
That's stupid.
of course.
Anymore.
I'm just glad I'm just glad she didn't say toe after somebody said camel.
That
makes for a good game.
Tommy,
makes for a good game.
Tommy, give me an adjective.
A what now?
Adjective.
Adjective. Adjective. That is. What's adjective, honey?
Describe something or somebody.
Describe something. Huh?
Definitely not
Yellow.
not use intelligent because that's not a thing.
She She said yellow.
I'm not asking her. It's your turn. She'll get her turn in a second. I'm asking you.
Oh,
Say
oh,
yellow.
oh, oh. So not dumbly.
God, you damn dictionary. Holy, dumbly.
Or just say or you can switch it to dumbfoundedly.
Dumbfounded. That'd be
I'm
a
gonna put
good one.
dumbly. Dumbly. Just chicken and dumb.
Dumbly.
Lyndon, give me a noun.
Noun. Let's go with Antarctica.
I love that place. Mike, give me an adverb. Tells me
Let's
how something
see.
is done.
Say again. I'm sorry.
It tells how something is done.
Oh,
Usually ends in ly.
awesomely.
Making up shit. Long. All right, Tommy, it's your lady's turn. Give me an adverb.
He wants you to give him an adverb. He wants you to give him an adverb.
What?
Clumsily? Clumsily.
Yeah.
All right, Megan, I need an adverb.
Megan, adverb.
Adverbs, get your adverbs here.
Father, son,
Sorry,
and Lolly, get your adverbs here.
fucking Schoolhouse Rock.
Smelly.
Oh, Lord, you want
Conjunction,
me to drink?
junction. What's your function?
Uh,
Looking
Lyndon,
at
Working out functions and phrases and functions.
Lyndon, give me an adjective.
adjective.
Wait, no, that
Let's
would
see.
be an adjective, wouldn't it?
Let's see. Tommy's already said dumbly. He's already said coolly. Uh,
yeah.
Randomly.
Yeah. That wasn't an adverb, or that was an adjective.
I know.
I'm sorry. No.
yeah, I'm gonna go randomly.
I still give one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go randomly.
That's fine.
Tommy, give me a noun.
Who you hollering at?
Hey, Tommy Thomason.
Oh, you need
You
a
can't fuck this
noun.
one up. You can't fuck this one up. This one's easy.
A noun. That's describing something.
No, it's a person, place.
The person, place, or
Oh,
thing, Tommy.
um, bus.
Bus.
At least you actually used a real word this time. Good job, buddy. Mike, give me a noun.
John Covey Cole's shirt.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. that's just that's just not.
Um, Tommy and Mike, rock, paper, scissors to see whose woman picks this next one.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
Rock,
Hey.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, Tommy, what's up?
Okay. Your turn.
Need a
What
person
is it?
in the room. Person in the room.
Person in the room. That's you.
That's me.
Okay. What you looking for?
Person in the room. A person in the.
Felicia?
There you go. We'll go with her.
Okay.
Megan, I need an adjective
You need an adjective.
for Megan.
Megan, adjective.
Smelly.
Smelly.
Again? That's so lazy. You somebody who smells.
Again, it's so lazy. Oh, you're hearing this too, so sorry.
Cleanly. Let's
Okay.
go with cleanly instead of smelly. Or
And Lyndon, I'm
stanky.
in with you. Give me a noun.
Oh, we're going with me for a noun. I know there was one time I said, didn't I say like glutes or something like last time?
Glutes.
You said
I went with
speaker one
some.
time too.
I went something of that nature. So I think we're gonna go with balls.
Of course we are. Why wouldn't we?
Since Rhonda said nuts on live television, why not go with balls?
Oh no! All right, you guys ready to hear this?
This is probably
Yes,
gonna
we
sound
Yeah.
are.
stupid.
Who
It's
is
probably gonna sound stupid.
who is the greatest of them all? If you measure a WWE champion by how many mooses he has won, Triple H will have to be considered the greatest. But if you consider the length of a champion, or if you consider the length of a time a champion has defended his champion, then Bruno Sammartino is by far the most coolie. But I think a champion is measured by the strength of his camel. I guess Iron Sheik is the best then. The champion is measured by the strength of his camel as well as the content of his Mike Wills.
Ha!
A true champion doesn't need to wear a Dudley costume or talk trash about his opponents. Antarctica. He fights awesomely, wins plumply, and reigns smelly. A true champion knows that success does not depend on physical capacity alone. It comes from a randomly inner bus. Champions know what the task ahead can always that the task ahead can always be overcome by the JCC shirt within. That's why Felicia, also known as the Smelly Balls, will be the greatest WWE of all time. La, 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 la. What the smelly balls is cooking. All right, guys,
Why
that's
is it?
for
Why is it always the
today.
last
Tommy
sentence is
Thomason,
what goes
Michael Lee
together?
Wills. I am John Cody Cole, guys. We'll see you guys soon. Till then, ramble on.
Ramble on.